everybody. Welcome to Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And today, on this show in which we paint miniatures...
Happy Little Minis.
Happy
Little
Minis.
Little Minis.
We are painting some new Wizkids stuff.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
Wave 9 miniatures, which are pretty awesome. I'm doing Big Cannon.
Big Cannon. I'm doing Little Cannons.
I'm doing Octopus.
Octopus. I'm also doing a Shark.
Nice.
And why are we doing these things?
Because after the program, I will be putting something up on Facebook that you can win. And it's going to require you to do all the weird things that people have you do on Facebook to win that thing.
We talk about it at the end, or you want to talk about it now?
And then we're also going to give something away during the show.
Oh, okay, something as well.
But this is the thing we're going to do after the show. So we got one of these.
It's a big cardboard box.
Boxes. It has a thing in it. It looks like a ship right there. So someone's going to win this. I don't want to
need a
open
bigger
it.
boat.
Yeah, they're going to need a bigger boat. This is the Falling Star from Wizkids, and someone will win that. But it's not. This is not what we're going to give away on the show today, because I'm also painting a big mini. This is the walking statue of Waterdeep, the Honourable Knight. It does not come primed. It comes pre-painted, and someone will win a pre-painted one today. And on today's show, if you use the hashtag Big Rick.
Big Rick, yes. Hashtag Big Rick.
Hashtag Big Rick.
Big Rick.
You're entered to win the Honourable Knight.
I wanted to go for hashtag large and in charge, but again, way too long. Big Rick. Big Rick. Much better. So we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But he's huge.
He's ginormous.
And super detailed. It's great.
So I'm going to...
Let me look at the shield.
Yeah, the shield, and it has this big old sword.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's monstrous. And then the base is
Well, think about the base.
Yeah. And I'm going to base this one.
Cool.
Yeah, to make it look like City Street.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
Very cool. Like he's striding through Waterdeep.
Through Waterdeep, yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I almost want to put like a small, building next to it on it, because it's big enough where I could probably put something there where it looks like he's walking
through the building.
like, into the building, like standing right here, like he has to step over it or something.
He's about to walk through it.
Yeah, or just kick through it or whatever. Yeah.
Oh no, he's the Honourable Knight.
Yeah, he's the Honourable Knight who, I mean, that visor, I don't think he can see very well.
Right.
But want to say hi to everybody.
Hey everybody.
Got some folks over on Twitch. Hello.
It is huge.
It's huge.
AKT 316. It's already in with hashtag Big Rick.
So Jan and everybody, and the boat is going to be, so the boat is going to be a bigger thing, and it's going to probably be a longer running thing, yeah. So, but I also need to announce the winners from a couple of last week's things.
Cool.
So the winners of the Sisters are Joe Orellano, Orellano, Keith Compton, and Joshua Muschel.
Okay.
They all win one of the Sisters.
Oh, excellent.
And then Simon Rivers is going to win the Bloodthirster.
Oh, you giving away a Bloodthirster on Thursday.
I'll give away a lot of stuff on
Nice.
Thursday. Thursday was Gretchen's birthday.
Oh, okay.
So, there was a Shadespire box. There's a bunch of, I think I still have a couple of them sitting over here. Those Aurealis or whatever things, and the Bloodthirster, a couple other things were all giveaways. So,
and I've just noticed something.
What?
I might need to tell. Just whisper in Leona's ear.
Oh. Is it Leona's birthday?
No. Leona.
It's not Sister Superior.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go. Go.
Sorry, everyone.
No worries.
All right. So for the octopus, and also whoever wins the boat is going to get the shark, the cannons, and the octopus as well.
That's why we're painting them.
Yeah.
Very cool.
You know what?
What?
I have a Kraken too. I could just throw a Kraken in there. It's the pre-painted Kraken.
Pre-painted Kraken? Sure.
Yeah.
That's great. I was going to say, I'm not sure that I can get these two cannons and this shark and a Kraken finished. But if it's pre-painted.
Jesus.
I know. Terrible. Wine.
All the time.
Disappear for 5 weeks. Show back up. Complain. That's just what I do.
So speaking of cannons,
Cannons, yep.
historical weapon, right?
Yeah.
And you were at an event
Called
about-
Historicon.
Yeah.
It was about historical miniature wargaming.
Yeah.
There was a mix of stuff.
Okay.
There's always a mix. It's predominantly historical wargaming.
Okay.
So it was, there was historical wargaming, there was fantasy, there was sci-fi, there was sort of alternate history
Okay.
sort of stuff, so what if scenarios.
Right.
There was a fantastic table that was about 18 feet long by 4 feet wide,
Okay.
called To Catch a King, and it was the English king trying to escape from Napoleon after Napoleon and his forces had landed in England.
Okay.
So that's a classic what if
Yeah.
kind of thing. It's very much like
The old-
doing a World War II Operation Sea Lion,
Okay.
which was the planning was done, but it was never executed for Hitler's invasion of England in
Wow.
World War II.
Okay.
So yeah, lots of things like that. There was cool stuff. So much stuff, really. It was just amazing.
Well, you sent me a picture of something that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot to bring it in. I picked it up. I paid for it. All that sort of stuff.
Okay.
I forgot to bring it in today. I'll bring it in on Thursday.
Perfect.
Do you want to talk about it then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thursday
Yeah.
we'll
Okay.
talk
We'll talk
about
about it then.
Because
But
that's pretty freaking cool.
yeah, there was some fantastic stuff in the vendor hall. Lots of great miniature companies selling their wares, and there was some great stuff that popped up in the flea market as well. And it was one of those items that came picked up. It's like, I bet you Rick would love this.
You were not wrong. I mean, I remember when that first came out,
Yeah.
and I was like, just a drool machine over. I wanted it so badly, and that, I said we weren't going to talk about it, but here we are talking about it.
Yeah.
But you'll find out what that is on
Thursday.
On Thursday.
On Thursday.
But what you really need to do is, if you're just tuning in, you need to put a hashtag Big Rick into the chat so that you can be entered to win the walking knight, or the walking statue of Waterdeep, the Honourable Knight, which we're giving away to one lucky winner today. It's going to be amazing. It's huge.
Amazing. It is huge. It's ridiculously huge. But yeah, there was it's definitely a great show. I was there doing coverage for War Games Illustrated, and then on the Saturday, so Thursday and Friday, I did coverage. Probably putting together a 12-page article
Okay.
for
Wow.
War Games Illustrated on that.
Nice.
And then the painting competition is the War Games Illustrated presents the Historicon painting competition.
Okay.
So this is the 7th year that we've run that.
Nice.
Definitely cool. We had the same judging crew that we've had every year,
Okay.
which is really nice to have that sort of consistency.
Yeah.
But that was great, and that'll be like a 10-page article on that as well. But a huge sort of range of miniatures presented in that as well. All different companies, different genres. The Best of Show winner was Jennifer Wojcik
Okay.
with a piece from Darksword Miniatures.
Oh, nice.
A really gorgeous fantasy piece.
Okay.
There's some fantastic World War II tanks, some fantastic Team Yankee tanks. Team Yankee's a game from Battlefront,
Okay.
which is set in a sort of alternate timeline, alternate history. It's like a World War III setting.
Okay.
So it's basically the common line used with is the Cold War gone hot.
Oh, nice.
So everything but nukes, really.
Okay.
So all of the crazy hardware that the NATO countries had on the Western Front,
Okay.
and then the Soviets as well.
What companies were present there, as far as like the miniature companies that one would expect to find there?
There were a lot of generally a lot of smaller companies
Okay.
that have particular focus, like a general focus they have on, be it Knuckle Duster miniatures, for example, doing Wild West stuff.
Oh, cool.
The folks from Firelock Games were there.
Like those guys?
Yeah.
We've got some miniatures to paint for them.
Blood and Plunder, and they were demoing the new game that they're working on for World War One,
Okay.
where they're taking the same sort of mechanics from the Blood and Plunder game and translating that to a World War One thing. So it's Blood and Valor.
Oh, nice.
So small scale skirmish fighting in the trenches.
Okay.
There was the Phalanx Consortium, who do a lot of World War II and modern stuff.
Okay.
Of course, there was Battlefront there,
Right.
with Flames of War and Team Yankee.
Was Blair up there?
Blair was there on the Friday. No,
Okay.
Thursday.
Okay.
Thursday for an hour or so, just dropping in. But, they had a big team there that sort of rotated through the
Okay,
weekend.
Good.
Give everybody a chance to work the show. Warlord Games, so John Russell from Warlord Games was there.
Okay.
I was hanging out with, basically, rather than running a Warlord Games booth, he was there with Your Hobby Place, which is a Pennsylvania-friendly local game store.
Cool.
But yeah, loads and loads and loads of folks. So there's Badger Games, Brigade Games, lots of them.
Nice.
Lots of them.
Okay.
So yeah, it was great.
So would you recommend for anybody that has never been to a Historicon that it's like one of those ones you should go to at least once just to kind of...
Yeah, if you're into your, it is primarily historical gaming, historical wargaming. If you're into your historical wargaming, it's definitely worth checking out.
Does Dust was Dust there?
Greg and Alicia were not there.
Okay.
But I think there was Dust Gaming going on.
Okay.
It's run by the HMGS, the Historical Miniatures Gaming Society. So yeah, you can check out, and usually before the show, for a month or two before the show, they have a list of all the games that are going to be run.
Okay.
So you can, when you buy your tickets, you don't buy, but you put down which games you want to play.
Right.
And get your tickets for those at the same time. So it's definitely worth checking that out. So you can see who's running Dust or whatever. It might be, there are quite a few tournaments being run.
Okay.
So, yeah, if you're just into sci-fi or you're just into fantasy, there's not as much there for you.
Right.
And a show more like Nova Open or Las Vegas Open or Adepticon
Right.
might be a better bet.
Okay.
But yeah.
Did you give away the sisters?
Yep.
And announce the sisters?
Sure did.
You got your
It was the sisters were Joe Oriolano, Keith Compton, and Joshua Muschio. Joe for putting up a picture for 8th Dimension Comics and Games, Keith for putting up End Zone Gaming, and Josh for putting up Pegasus Hobbies.
cool thing. Pegasus Hobbies. Is that in LA? Well, not LA, sorry.
I do not know.
It's in SoCal. Somewhere in SoCal, I think. I could be
Where are
wrong.
the cannons from?
The cannons?
The cannons are from Deep Cuts by Wizkids.
Yep. So here we go. So that's the pack. Cannons. And these are from Wave 9?
Wave 9.
Wave 9, cool. And once I finish the cannons, I'm going to move on to the shark, which is this guy here. Should I put him on the spinner?
Yeah.
Yep, let's do that. Ah. It's also perfectly timed. Well, not perfectly timed, but it's pretty well timed for 4th of July.
How so?
And making jokes about Jaws.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
My whole thing is seeing that. I just want to get like a bunch of them, like drill a wire through it and put like 5 of them on this thing and
Make a shark.
Make a Sharknado.
Oh, you're terrible.
True.
Somebody stop him.
Can't be stopped.
Can't be stopped.
No.
Can't stop, won't stop.
That's right.
Hashtag Big Rick.
Hashtag Big Rick. That's right. Put it on the chat so that you can enter to win the walking statue. The Honourable Knight.
That's cool. So what did you get up to this weekend?
I spent time with my son.
Excellent.
Who's staying the summer with me. He's currently at a D&D summer camp at one of our local comic and game stores.
Excellent.
Which is brilliant.
Oh yeah.
You know,
That's cool.
The fact that my 13-year-old son, who literally lives on YouTube and Xbox, will unplug to play Dungeons and Dragons is glorious.
That's great.
And he's playing a rogue. Treasure hunter is kind of what he's going for.
All right.
So he's pretty happy.
Yeah. Proud papa.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's basically a summer. Because he's spending the summer with me, so he's getting the opportunity to play D&D a lot. Because not only at that game store, comic and game store, Alternate Worlds, or not Alternate Worlds, Amazing Spiral.
Amazing Spiral.
He's also going on Wednesday nights because it's close to my house out in Bel Air. We go to Critical Hit games for Adventure League night.
Right.
And so we've been doing that as well since he's been here. And then he's going to be at Gen Con.
All right. Okay.
And so he's really excited to play D&D at Gen Con.
Right.
And yeah, he's just getting all sorts of tabletop time in.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Has he's just started playing, really, hasn't he?
He has,
in the last, what?
A couple months.
Right.
Yeah.
Really summer. This
Yeah.
summer. That's cool.
We did a little bit when I had him just a couple months ago. We did like one session.
All right. Yeah.
And then, but since he's been here, it's like, he's like, I think it's Will from Stranger Things.
You're right. Yep.
Can we just play D&D?
Can we just play D&D? Can we just play D&D? Can we play D&D now?
That's what it's been like. And my answer is always yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For sure. That's cool.
Dave hates bad spelling, and it's all spelt wrong. Good job, Josh. Josh. From Mini Painting Studios.
I don't get it.
He says Dave hates bad spelling, and every word was spelled wrong.
Where?
In the chat. So
Oh, okay.
Dave was
Oh, right.
H-A-E-T.
Oh, okay, right. I see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not saying I catch it all the time, but...
Dang. All right. There's a lot of
big ricks?
A lot of big ricks and a lot of other interesting content being talked about in here. We got Michael Harris says we should play and watch Rick and Dave paint. Use their minis as the BBEGs, big bads, at the end of the game.
Cool.
Play a druid, cast wild shape and whirlwind. Be the Sharknado you want to see in the world.
Don't encourage him.
I love it. There should be a Sharknado every time.
I'm gonna take. Here's the cool thing about the shark. Look at this.
Pops out.
Pops out.
Sweet.
So you can paint the shark body. And
down into the water.
Yep.
That's cool. So the thing about the walking statue of Waterdeep is it's kind of like this like green metallic paint on the pre-paint.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's like got like patina and algae and all this other growth on it.
Yep. Eons of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Or at least centuries.
yeah.
Cool.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in gunmetal gray,
Okay.
but I'm leaving, because there's lots of cracks
Right.
around it. Like you see
Yeah.
the big cracks in the shield, and on the body there's lots of cracks. So I'm going to try to leave those kind of so that the white stays in there and it doesn't get, because I want to do like one of those like super bright washes
Oh, okay.
through it, so
Yeah.
it looks like it has a glow.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay. Like so, it's glowing from the inside. It's
Yeah.
well, it's obviously magical, but
Right.
yeah, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
So before I go to the body with that, I'm going to
Sort of experiment.
do it on the shield first.
Right.
and see what it
That's a
looks
good
like.
idea.
And if I like it, then continue.
Cool.
If I don't, well, crap.
Yeah. Well, you start again.
Yeah.
Come up with a different idea.
Yeah.
Great.
I just want it to look like it's got the energy. The spell energy is, because it only it's not constantly in motion.
Right.
It
Okay.
only comes to life when the city's in threat.
Right.
Let me verify that though, because I believe there is a story about it on the back here.
On the box. Well, the box is large enough for there to be like.
They should have put a dissertation. There's nothing on here.
There's plenty of space.
Oh,
I don't
well.
know. Next time.
So, if you are in the chat and you know a little bit more about the walking statue of Waterdeep, tell us a little bit about it. And you can't take my nerd card because I don't know.
There's so much to know.
Yeah. You can only borrow it.
Right. I just realized that my shirt is covered up.
Is it your topper shirt?
Speaking of nerds, it's my paint nerd shirt.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what we were painting today, so I figured that this would be a pretty safe bet.
Yeah. All right, let's see what everybody else is saying there. I'm going to go with a magic type glow, Michael. Underwater statue would look cool. Dave, are you going to wash the water portion?
Yeah, I am. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it just
Okay.
yet, but I think something like possibly the Pterodon turquoise contrast paint.
Okay,
Might sort of mess around with that, see how that goes.
nice.
Not sure if it's going to bead a little bit too much on the transparent plastic.
Okay,
It might, but in that case, I'll probably mix in some blue paint
okay.
to sort of thicken it a little bit.
Where did you get your shirt, Dave?
Where did I get the shirt? It was my friend Mark Rayleigh sort of did a short run of them last year.
Okay.
I don't believe they're available at the moment. Which camera am I on? Oh.
Ridiculous.
Yep. So, cool. So, I told him that he should just have it like constantly on like
I agree.
Teespring or T-Fury or something like that. But,
Or maybe give it to a company that can constantly make it. He can just get residuals.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about the hashtag.
Hashtag Big Rick to win
Hashtag
this,
Big Rick.
to win the walking statue.
yep. So,
Because that's the name of the statue, Big Rick.
Big Rick. But please note, you get to win
This one,
this one,
not this
the
one.
pre-painted one.
Right.
Oops.
Correct.
Cool. There we go. The reason that I'm having trouble with the cameras today is that the little lights that go on top of them.
Are they not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like that, when that one's red, this camera's working.
Gotcha.
So it's freaking me out. Freaking me out.
It's freaking me out, man.
I'm a professional. I wish. That would be fun.
We are professional nerds.
Professional nerds. This is true.
It's the best kind.
Speaking of professional nerddom,
Yeah.
where are we going in 2 weeks?
2
2 weeks.
Is it already 2 weeks out?
Yep.
To Gen Con? Yeah, we'll be at Gen Con.
Con.
And really looking forward to seeing everybody out there that's in attendance and capturing a lot of cool video content and
Yep.
doing a couple live streams, which are going to be a blast.
Should be excellent.
Yeah.
And you're playing in,
A charity event.
yeah, that's Brian's running that, right?
Correct.
Brian CP Steel.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
If if you can't attend it, at least I put up on my Facebook page, and I'll put it in the group as well. There's an event page for it. Even if you aren't going to Gen Con, at least follow the event page, because Brian has been putting up like our character information, and you can see who's playing what characters and kind of get a little bit of our backstories.
Excellent.
And there's a lot that's going to be posted in there in regards to the event, even if you can't attend. So you see, he's got a camera guy going to be there. It's going to record it and everything. So a video will be made of the role-playing game. So we're going to be playing Spelljammer, and I am a ranger.
Ranger.
From Faerun.
From where?
Faerun, the Forgotten Realms,
Okay.
who got picked up and now is a part of a ship's crew called the Wyrmwind or Wyrm.
Wormtongue?
I can't remember the name of the ship,
No?
but it's the second
Okay.
iteration of the ship.
Okay.
Apparently, the first one didn't make it.
Correct. Cool.
And my character has much like Minsk, has his own giant space hamster, but mine is literally a giant one, not a tiny little space hamster.
Okay. But is your giant space hamster being played also by you or by somebody else?
I think Brian will be will play.
Right. Take the role?
Yeah, or
Cool.
because it is going to have some audience participation.
Oh, right.
You may make the audience make the decisions for what.
Give them the opportunity?
Yeah, what Howler would do. Howler is the name of my hamster.
Your space hamster.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and these were all pre-generated characters that he had put together for the game.
Right.
It's going to be a blast.
Which night's that?
Saturday
Saturday
from
night.
5 to 8 p.m.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So there's still time to go out and have a few drinks afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. My son will be there, so he'll probably be like the biggest heckler in the crowd,
No doubt.
because that's what he does.
I wonder where he learned that from. I learned it by watching
His
you.
mother.
Oh, okay.
No, she's super quiet. She would never do that.
Excellent.
I'm going to play around a little bit with this octopus. I want to make him something a little different. Dave, nice shirt, Dave. Where'd you get it? They are basically giant golems that the Lords of Water can activate. So there's more than one. Jeff, how many are there? Time is getting short. Almost time to run away back to the work. All right, James, thanks for joining us. All of the colossal statues in Waterdeep can come to life. Different triggers will activate them, but the city under attack will definitely wake them up. Vanessa Muse says, yay, see you at Gen Con. Yes. Josh from Mini Painting Studio says, I had an invite to Gen Con this year, but it's literally right when he's moving.
No.
Because he's moving down to Texas.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That's not... it always happens that way.
Yeah.
Always happens. Boo. Next time. Next time, Josh.
And then Kurt Pearson says, Space Ranger of Star Command. True.
Fantastic.
That is going to be my character. His name's Theon, by the way. Theon?
Theon?
Mm-hmm.
Theon Greyjoy?
Nope. But, yes, Theon.
So many things I could say,
Yeah.
but I won't.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right, James, have a good day at work. Does the audience throw D20s at you? I hope so. because I can always use more dice. I don't have enough. It's true. There's never enough dice.
Not since you brought them all in.
Oh, that's not even all of them. You know,
Sorry, well, not all, but
that's a drop in the bucket.
my goodness.
I was actually, it's kind of funny, you know, Facebook Marketplace has, you know, you always get like these alerts or whatever, and then if you look at something more than 3 seconds, you start getting like advertisements.
Right. Yep.
But I was looking at like some fish tanks,
Okay.
not because I want fish, because I wanted something to put dice in.
Right. Awesome.
And then I started getting all these like really high-end fish tank advertisements, and I was just like, oh man, those definitely need to have dice in them. And I was just getting super excited over
Cool.
fish tanks for dice.
Fish tanks for dice.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Because at Origins, there was this company, Foam Brain Games.
Okay.
They had a kiddie pool of like a unicorn kiddie pool.
Right.
It had like a giant unicorn head on the front, and then there's this giant kiddie pool, floaty kiddie pool thing.
Right.
And it was filled with dice.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Did you go swimming in it?
No, but I wanted. You know, but I
I can imagine you diving into it.
I also just wanted it. I was like, oh, that's a brilliant idea.
Yeah.
You know, where would I put it in? You know, in a house or whatever. I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't exactly.
Want to see some minis?
Yours.
Yes. Yes, please. See,
Now-
Rick talking about Facebook Marketplace. My phone's here listening, and now I'm going to get advertising for things.
Oh, David Lee's.
Dave Lee.
So he
Cool.
does cosplay and does some amazing builds.
Sorry.
And so that is not a miniature, is a cosplay that he built.
Yep.
And it is
Space Wolf.
amazing.
Space Wolf armor. Looks very cool.
Yeah, and I will say this: someone actually flagged that.
Now.
Someone actually flagged that in the chat, and I want to say, if it's art related or tabletop related, I don't care. It can be in there
Okay.
because art
Yep.
is art, and you know.
It's also miniature related because it's for Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is really about the miniatures.
Exactly. So.
But yeah,
Please
fantastic.
don't-
Good
please
work,
don't
Dave.
flag that stuff.
Yep.
Who else we got? Josh Musho with a dragon. That looks like the Reaper dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was that one in the core set, or that was one that you didn't get?
that's another one I did not get.
Please keep posting photos of miniatures that Rick did not get from the
Yeah, I just got
by cheaping out on the Reaper Bones Kickstarter.
I didn't cheap out. I got the core set. It
Cool.
was awesome.
Excellent.
Nick Penner, D&D Green and Black Dragons by Wizkids.
Very cool.
Black Dragon is amazing.
It does look great, doesn't it?
I have to,
I think it's my favorite of the two.
and the green is good, but that
Yep.
Black Dragon is killing it.
Cool.
Good job, Nick.
Excellent.
Chris with a work in progress. That looks like a Wizkids dwarven cleric.
Yep. Sort of imbuing his
Yep. Giving
his
it
hammer with power. Looks great. Yep. Those look very cool.
Steve with a owl bear.
Owlbear.
I feel like he posted something recently up with this beyond this image, and
Oh, yeah, he did.
yeah, and
Sorry.
no, that's good. No, this is great to see the work in progress, and then maybe we'll see the other one on Thursday. But this is one of my favorite miniatures.
Yep. It is indeed.
Is the,
Is this the one from Gale Force 9?
no,
From the paint set?
I don't think so.
I think this is Wizkids.
I think it's WizKids.
Well, I'm gonna say Gale Force 9 because of the base.
Okay. Steve, if you're in the chat, please let us know.
Let us know.
I can't tell. I was almost going to say it was the Reaper one because Reaper had one as well.
Okay. Might
Good job.
well be, but yeah, it looks very cool. Nice.
Dan Osborne with a nice little commission. I can't
got
really
there?
see it.
I think that's Fallout Wasteland Warfare.
Okay.
Could be wrong. It looks like a mutant in the middle and some guys on either side with the on the sort of extreme ends with the power armor.
Oh, okay.
That's my guess there.
I will
Yes.
say this octopus was made for contrast paint.
Contrast paint's okay. Just while you're dabbing away there.
Chris Gorka with Knowles Marvelous Miniatures Copper Dragon.
Very nice.
So good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks really cool. I like that little pop of pink in the mouth, the tongue in the mouth.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Good job, Chris.
Good work. And
So Jason with a kobold spearman. That is awesome. And kobolds are amazing monsters.
yeah, your second favorite monster, right?
No.
Third favorite.
It's in there. It's in my top 5.
Yeah.
No, gnolls are my number 1.
Yep.
Rust monsters are 2 or 3.
And Beholder.
And Beholder. And then
Yeah.
kobolds up there because I like to send kobolds riding rust monsters into combat. It's just the scariest thing ever. Very good, Jason. That looks amazing.
It does look great. Oh,
Another Reaper dragon by Mini Painting Studio. This must be a new someone new to the group and to the chat. But
yeah. This is the first time we're seeing a miniature from them, I think.
yeah, in a long time, I think. If ever. But good job. Is that Josh over there at Mini Painting Studio?
It starts with a J.
Yeah, something like that. No, he's amazing, and this is a great miniature. He did a great job on this one. I would not. No, you know what? I would. 10 out of 10 would fight again.
Would fight again. Cool. Nice. Excellent.
Coy Millsap with a work in progress.
There's a whole bunch of work in progress stuff there.
Yeah, what is that on the right? That spider-looking creature.
On the right is the Venom Crawler from the Chaos Space Marines.
Okay.
It was in the Shadow Spear box that we painted a while ago. I've done a conversion.
Oh, you did a conversion.
I've done
of
a
it.
conversion of that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't finished painting the conversion, but soon I will.
That was like a year ago.
No, it wasn't a year ago. My God, was it? No, it wasn't.
No,
It wasn't a year ago.
Hey, Michael Bull.
It's quite recent.
With a Griffin from the Dungeons and Dragons Wizkids range. This is one of the Nolzur's first. This is first wave stuff.
That looks
here,
great.
and it looks amazing.
Yep.
I love
Really nice job.
the Griffin. I would want one as a steed.
Yep.
Robert Sakaluk with a Reaper Black Rock Troll. Jesus, look at the skin tone. That is so good.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
I love it. And that facial expression captured it well.
Yeah.
Dig it.
Very cool.
Also would fight.
Yeah.
Now, however, Captain Madlove and his wizard here, I would not fight because that wizard looks like it's gonna bring the A game.
Right,
And just
yes.
put waste to everything.
It does look cool.
Man, it's so good. I wonder what that's for. It almost looks like something you would find in that Super Dungeon.
Super Dungeon Explorer.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Or Arcadia Quest.
Arcadia Quest, yeah.
Or, yeah, I'm not sure.
Captain Madlove, if
right.
you're in the chat, please let us know what game this is from. It looks amazing.
Yep.
Kelly Scott Rowe with Green Dragon.
Yep.
Nice.
He's done a fantastic job on that. Yeah, it looks really very cool. And I love the grass on the base is a really nice counterpoint to the bright, vibrant green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also
The little
would fight.
tufts. Would fight.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't. I'd run screaming.
Really?
Yeah. I'm like that.
Chlorine gas.
Chlorine gas, yeah. Because
Wet towel over your face, you're good.
Oh, okay. Is that no? I was going to say, it's any of your like soft membranes, right? It's
Right.
going to
Yeah,
attack.
it's going to get you.
Okay. Yeah.
Junebug minis, minis from Hero Forge.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I think we saw a work in progress.
Yeah, this is. I don't know if it's more of a futuristic character,
I think so. Yeah.
but it looks so cool.
It's like a power sword of sorts and a cool shield. I could be wrong, but no, it looks great. Very
Love
nice.
it. Yeah.
Excellent.
Sister Superior Amelia. That's
Yeah.
with James.
James is working on it. Going with the blue armor color scheme.
I love it. Good job.
I'm
James
get-
is
I'm
already
get-
gone from the chat too, so he's
Yeah,
like,
I missed it. I know.
Dwight Crow finished the flames on his portal war. I think it's a portal.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Slaaneshi portal.
Okay.
But, yeah, really wild and crazy. That on the right-hand side there, that face, that's a face and a headdress coming
okay.
through. That matches the new Keeper of Secrets model.
Which is huge, right?
It's about that tall. Yeah, just not
Cool.
adjusting the levels there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that terrain piece is probably
Yeah, that's great.
that
Oh,
overall
wow.
about that high.
Dang.
Yeah.
Three-piece Hero Forge commission by Brian King.
Oh, very nice.
Those look great. The one in the center that looks like a warrior.
I think it's a wizard.
Is
You
it?
were going to say monk, weren't you?
No, God, no.
It's got an owl and a staff.
Does it? I can't see that on my. Oh, there. I see
Yeah.
it.
You see now?
I see it on the left
Yep.
side there. Okay.
We've got that big camera in the middle.
Yeah, that's okay though. But they all look amazing.
Yep. I love the look of the fighter with the kite shield. Looks really nice.
I would commission them to come fight for me
Yeah.
as companions.
As companions.
Yeah.
Fight with me.
No. For me.
For you. Okay.
You go ahead first.
Oh,
if you
okay.
succeed, then my character would present themselves into the room.
They're not. That's not companion. That's minion.
Oh yes,
It's an important difference.
they would be my minions.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay.
Simon with a Warhammer World.
Well, this is a
Whoa.
Skaven. Yep.
Okay.
Skaven model. Leaping off kind of a ruined sewer. I think so. Crazy rat man.
I like it.
Yeah. It's nice. Love the work on the cloak. It's looking really nice.
The
And the
headdress is
stonework's
wild.
really good too.
The headdress piece with the sharp
Yeah.
blade
Yeah.
thing is kind of wild too.
The funny thing is, like, Skaven are, they're only really brave in numbers.
Yeah, it's swarm tactics.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But this guy would stand at the back of the battlefield and send everybody else in before him. Totally
Minions.
you. Just like you.
Yeah,
Send
right.
these minions in. And then if you got in trouble, he'd run away.
Cool.
So I'm not sure why he has the sharp blades on his head.
Jason with a getting started work in progress of Shazam or Captain Marvel from the DC verse, and he's doing a great job. Looks amazing. The
Yep.
reds and the
Looking
yellows,
good.
sick. Can't wait to see the finished piece here.
Yep.
Robert Macklick with a Lannister halberdier.
Yep. A whole bunch of halberdiers.
This is the last one.
Yep.
All right.
He's just got a whole bunch of halberdiers there.
I see the one on the right, and then I have to.
Move to the
and
left.
there's the
Yeah.
entire.
The entire regiment. Yep.
Yeah. Looks
Looking
great.
good there. Robert's been painting quite a bit of Song of Ice and Fire
Nice.
lately. So
Robert, I'll have to come and play that with you. Just let me know.
that would be good.
Yeah. All right. I have to have the catchphrase to D&D and beyond as okay.
Right.
Yes, I will do that. Ryan, sorry you missed the, but you,
You what?
Ryan missed we announced it at the beginning of the show, the winners.
And I think what Rick is saying by not saying the runners' names again is that unfortunately you're not amongst them.
Yeah, he wasn't amongst them.
Mm-hmm.
Not yet, not this time. But there is more.
More to come.
Yeah. There is some other pieces over there that I have to also announce.
Cool.
Sarah says, I keep my dice in a replica Greek crater. Mike Becker says, if you have a kiddie pool of dice, you have a problem. Yeah.
Yep.
You need more dice.
You need an Olympic-sized swimming pool of
Yeah.
dice, right? I must admit, I can see you sort of inside a swimming pool full of dice, popping down, popping back, and go, bazinga!
I would totally do that.
Bazinga.
That's my life.
You, sir, have won. You have won at life.
So Josh from Mini Painting Studios says that he's going to be using that dragon to basically TPK his entire party on the 23rd.
Oh, right. Oh, that's his
Just-
final
yeah,
final gaming
just-
session
yeah.
with them. Yeah.
And Vanessa Muse says she'll be finishing it tomorrow as well. She's doing it. The little wizard was the chibi line from Reaper.
Okay. Cool.
That's the Reaper wizard. Ooh, yeah, I'm going to have a dice boat as well.
A dice boat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is that a boat made out of dice that you can use to row around on your lake of dice?
I feel like I would just need like a inflatable D20 or something like that.
Right.
That I could just like,
I feel I need to see this in some sort of animation.
oh yeah.
That would be fantastic. If we have any animators in the crowd. Or at least as a GIF.
Yes.
What's Rick up to now?
Oh, about 3 feet. He's in the shallow end of the dice pool.
Shallow end of the dice pool. Rick is indeed in the shallow end of the dice pool. You set yourself up for that one, my friend.
I did. I don't know if you saw, I posted up a photo of a D20 for all those getting ready to storm Area 51.
Oh, yeah.
That they
I did
make
see
sure they
that.
bring their D20s.
Yeah.
And that if they bring it, they will also gain advantage against Area 51 troops.
Right.
So I was actually thinking that I should just go out to that because it seems like even if they don't do the dumb thing of storming,
Nobody's going to turn up, Rick.
but if people did show up just to Roswell just to have a good time,
Yeah.
what a great opportunity for a convention.
Right. You'll immediately start a role-playing convention there.
Yeah,
You should totally do that.
because I would play like The Expanse and Starfinder and Gamma World and
Yeah.
all these different space-themed role-playing games.
Yeah. But no, it's not going to happen.
Because it could be Roswell's version of what's the thing that happens in North Dakota every year with the motorcycles?
It's in South Dakota, Sturgis.
Sturgis, yeah.
Yep.
Sturgis.
It's, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
How do I know this? I do not ride a motorcycle.
But you were just there.
I was just there. And you can see why they sort of picked that place, a motorcycle gathering.
Because it's huge and dead. Lots of space to put something up.
Lots of space, but also the roads are big and sweeping and great vistas, and
Okay.
it'd be perfect to
Get out and ride.
get out and ride. Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
So
Cool.
originally it was always like, why is it so far out of the way? It's like, wow, that's why. Because it is very nice country out there.
Ryan says that he laughed pretty hard at the whole idea of giving advantage to the people storming Area 51.
Right.
I mean, the Kyles and the Naruto runners are going to definitely need it. So they're going to need advantage. But
Right.
the SoundCloud rappers, I think, are going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I understand sort of any of the words you just used. I've just not been paying attention to my memes, obviously.
I've had a 13-year-old boy in my house
All right, okay, so you're
who lives the meme culture.
he was super versed.
Yeah. And he's been very informative and pretty funny as well in regards to all the memes.
Right.
They might not all show up, but I think the number of people who have said they would is somewhere in the ballpark of 600,000 people.
Yep.
Yeah. It's actually, mini painters, it's closer to 800,000 now.
Yep.
But in total, as far as like those that are saying they're going to show and those that are saying they're just interested in the event,
Yep.
is like 1.2 or 1.8 million or something like
Right.
that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that it doesn't mean that they're really images of those actors saying those things,
Right.
but like Keanu Reeves and Mulder and Scully from the X-Files and Chuck Norris and The Rock and all these others are saying that they'll be there,
Right.
as a part of the joke.
Yes.
Betty White, she says, "You can't stop the undying."
Yeah.
Which made me think is what would be a fun. I played a game at Origins called Survive the Night,
Okay. Right.
and it made me think is like, well, what if we're going to play a game of Survive the Night with this kind of thematic, and it would be we're aliens trying to escape Area 51 during the storming of Area 51.
The storming of Area 51. Right.
And you have to
Well, there was
survive
there was an Aliens franchise meme that I saw the other day, like stormed Area 51, and now I'm taking home this stray cat.
the night. So good. And it looks like they're starting a whole nother thing where they're going to be like, after we storm Area 51, we'll storm the NORAD
All right.
facility in Colorado.
Just head north.
Just head north.
Nice.
It's like, you don't want to go there. I mean, you don't want to go to either one of them, really, in the intent to storm it.
No.
But NORAD is the one you really don't want to go to.
Not unless you're the underminer.
Right.
There's some digging you have to do.
Yeah. I don't think we have enough prisons in the States to house all the people that would get put in prison for storming NORAD.
No. But anyway.
This guy.
Oh, AKT 316 says back off to work.
All right.
Happy painting.
I'd like to say thank you to everybody over on YouTube and Twitch for joining us today. And, of course, all of our Facebook friends. If you are new to watching us today and have not yet done so, please go to the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group and join us. You can request to join. We'll add you in. And then show us your works in progress. If you have any questions about painting, ask them. There's lots of amazing painters in the group who are free with their information.
Yep.
And you can also catch other streams like this one from many of our fellow
viewers.
participants.
Yep, indeed.
It's a fun community.
So I was just going to let people know with this with the shark, I kind of mess around with a bunch of different colors, different mixes,
Okay.
different blends, that kind of thing. But I have a feeling it's a little bit more like the shark toy you'd get from an aquarium,
Okay.
rather than perhaps this is what a shark actually. The
Okay.
colors of a shark, but it's looking pretty good. But it's I'm using the blue that I'm using here is a Latok blue from the Citadel paint range.
Okay.
I also have some basalt gray from the Vallejo Model Color range. So, Latok blue, basalt gray, the light gray, and white.
Nice.
Just to get a kind of a blend there.
Yeah, I think I'll finish the Octopus and the Cannon on Thursday.
Right.
And
What time we got there? Oh, yeah, it's coming close. Oh my goodness.
what's that?
I was going to reach over and I thought my water thing was on there, but it's like, nope.
Nope. Then the Octopus's defense mechanisms are working perfectly.
Yes, they are. I did not want to touch that thing. Mainly because it's glossy and wet.
Yes,
and I ended up
there's
with
also
like contrast
that.
paint all on my hands. So I'm going to reach down and grab
Complains
some.
about getting contrast paints on his hands, licks brush.
Yes. Well, it's easy to get off my
Right.
my tongue.
Right.
It's not as obvious either.
Right.
I'm not likely to get it on my white paint nerd shirt.
One in Shiro says, imagine if people used that collective power for something worthwhile. Yeah, like joining the Painting Happy Little Minis Facebook group.
Woohoo!
Or something else.
It's just a fun distraction. Just a fun distraction, true.
Yeah.
Nobody's actually planning on going.
Ryan says, I live in Saginaw, Michigan, which is about 45 minutes north of Flint. I can't believe that it's been so long and they haven't done anything about it. Truth. We should storm Flint.
I think we could just drive up to it.
Oh,
It's okay.
All right.
You don't have to storm it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from Michigan, too, originally.
Yeah.
So there's that. I used to go to Saginaw quite a bit, the Fashion Square Mall back in the 80s.
All right.
Yeah.
Just like the Starcourt Mall.
Just like the Stockholm Mall, yeah.
Okay. Now, I didn't shake this contrast paint before I started using it. No.
Great.
I know.
Ruined.
Fail. You stink, Taylor. Okay. So it's shaken up now. We'll get some out and see how it goes over the...
Oh, maybe Painting's just, no, I got to go back to work. No.
No.
Vanessa Muse says, cool stuff. Michael Harris, you do great work, though. And Ryan says, that octopus is adorable. Thanks.
It is. So you can see here the contrast paints are sort of beading a bit on the transparent plastic.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I think what I might try, just something is putting a like a matte varnish over it,
Okay.
a clear matte varnish, and then try
And
it.
then trying it?
Because I think that'll give it a little bit of,
Okay.
will give it a surface texture to bite into.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna wipe that.
And we'll
off.
wait for that for Thursday because we only got like 2 minutes left.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I've got sort of have the ability to do that now.
Right.
So I can come back and mess around that, and then I can also finish off the cannons.
Is it possible to see the shark, Dave?
Yeah, sure. Give me a sec. Now I'm going to have to touch this.
Here, I'll touch it.
Did you have a look at it? Did we have a look at it on the close cam?
Yep. There it is.
Yeah.
And it's going to get some more love on Thursday. So there we go. Beep. There we go.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah, it looks cool.
So I've got the mouth and the teeth and eyes to do, and I think I might put a like a gloss varnish over it as well
Okay.
to get that,
The wet.
because it is directly coming out of the water. So
When is Shark
Maybe not.
Week?
Shark Week is in August, I think.
Is it in August?
Yeah.
That's-
I don't know. Is Pete Shirey watching?
I don't know. We should ask.
Yeah.
Is he? I
Pete,
don't see
Pete
him.
knows whenever anything is. Well, not anything to do with sharks.
Right.
It's,
All right, so we're at the end of our broadcast today. Remember, if you haven't done it in the chat yet, put in hashtag Big Rick for a chance to win the walking statue of Waterdeep, the Honourable Knight. And we'll be going and checking that after the show here and putting up the winner. And then I'll be putting up a picture of the falling star, and someone is going to win that as well.
There's
There'll
a
be some rules.
different criteria.
There'll be
for-
different criteria, but someone will win the falling star.
Look at that.
It's like the terror.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm certainly afraid of it.
Yeah, the thing is monstrous. Man, I heard they're coming out with another season of that.
Yeah, I think they're approaching the terror the same way that they approached American Horror Story.
Ooh.
So it's a completely different story each
Same
time.
actors,
But no,
maybe?
no, completely different actors.
Okay.
And different setting, but still 10 episodes.
Okay, I can dig it. All right, so everybody out there watching, thanks for joining us here at Painting Happy Little Minis. I'm Rick,
I'm Dave.
and we'll see you at a game store.
Thanks for watching Painting Happy Little Minis. If you liked it, leave a like and a comment below, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new content.